shit around and shit. But welcome back to the 3 Cap Podcast, episode 7. We've come off a little break last week due to a few illnesses from the boys, but we're back, and look, the man is back. Skippy is back. Welcome. He's back from Perth. A bit of a work trip, so it's good to have him back. The fans are really stinging for you, buddy. And me and Coach just absolutely missed you. So yeah, it's good to have you back. How was Perth, buddy?
Yeah, it was good.
Not too bad.
Good 2 weeks.
A bit of a break.
Yeah. Well, I'm still working, but
yeah. And I've never been to Perth. How is it? Honk or what? Optus. How's Optus? Optus Stadium.
Yeah, it's probably the best stadium I've been to.
Jesus Christ.
He's been at Eden Park, so...
Wow.
I have been to Eden Park to a Blues game. I do think Eden Park would match it if it was an All Blacks game, to be fair. But,
yeah, true.
No, it's an awesome stadium. They've really done a good job with what they've done with it and where they've built it. I was sort of saying to the boys at work, they've put it on one side of the casino, like it's in the middle of the casino, and then the biggest pub in Australia. So they've really done a good job.
Location there,
right on the river too. So there's plenty of
money to be made around.
And yeah, it's an awesome venue. Like we were in the back seats as far as you could go.
Yeah.
And seeing everything, it was awesome.
I was going to say, because there's quite a bit of distance between the field and the stands, because it's an circle shaped stadium. But you still felt pretty involved, or what?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like I said, it was an amazing stadium. The atmosphere was insane. It wasn't even sold out, and it was still an awesome vibe, I guess. And it was an AFL game. I don't mind watching the AFL,
but
but
he's been on AFL,
but yeah, it was a top stadium.
But yeah, so that's Skippy's little recap from Perth, and we're going to throw it over to straight away Coachy. Coachy's got a bit of a tribute on our hands, but we're not too sure what it is. But I understand you got a bit of a tribute.
Yeah, obviously we didn't film last week, but we've had a few greats pass away.
Yeah,
in the past couple of weeks. First off, we got 11-time champion, NBA Hall of Famer Bill Russell.
Uncle Billy, rest in peace.
Rest in peace to my guy. We got Paul Green, couple days ago in the NRL. Unfortunately, passed away, and you guys won't probably know him, but he's a fan favourite of mine. Sportscaster great. Vince Scully of the Dodgers casted their games for 67 years straight. He's passed away at the age of 94 last week, so
oh my god, rest
in peace.
67 years, Jesus.
67
years.
years.
That's a long service leave, that's it.
Think.
But yeah, is there any more tributes before I...
No.
That's it.
That's the sports greats. So.
Definitely Bill Russell's getting his flowers. He's getting a lot of flowers over the NBA. I won't touch on it because there's that many, the whole retiring of the jersey thing. But after the trip, we're going to scratch lightly on the All Blacks. I only watched the first half. You didn't watch the game?
I didn't watch it, yeah. You
watched the game. It was, 1 a.m. started? Yeah. What are your thoughts on it then? Because you watched the whole game.
I thought they were a lot better than they have been. I think Richie Mo'unga starting at fly half was a big positive, and I was only saying to Tian the week before.
That?
Sorry.
He's
a bit rusty. Yeah,
he's a few weeks off. Yeah, a bit rusty. Sorry, I was talking to Coach.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry,
okay.
So you know
what clarification.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach, and I said I think they need a change at fly half. Bring Richie Mo'unga in, and see how they go. Obviously, Beauden Barrett's a class player, but they just seem
bloody
to be...
hate towards him.
No,
he was the best player. I think the the team around him for those the last couple games that they've played has just been shocking. Like Beauden Barrett's been the shining light kind of thing, him and Artie, but Richie Mo'unga did play unreal.
Yeah.
From the first half that I seen in the highlights that I seen, just small things like holding it up, like just reading the line.
Yeah, he done a really good job when they were attacking. Like his passing was so crispy. I don't think he made one wrong decision. Like he was on point with everything he done. His kicking game was good.
Yeah.
he really led from the front. I thought he had an outstanding game, and like Adi Savea again. That dude is the best player at the moment.
I swear to God, why is he not the captain? Well, he plays like it. He plays like he's the captain every week.
There's times there where South Africa had momentum, were building momentum in the second half, and I thought we're gonna lose.
Here you go.
Yeah, we're gonna crumble here, and like I think we had Beauden Barrett was in the bin, and we had 3 lineouts.
Did he go to the bin?
Yeah.
Second half. What was that for?
He tackled a player.
Oh no, I did see that. Yeah. It was like a clear path like, to the line. Yeah.
But yeah, 3 lineouts on our line. Defended all 3, and they shifted the ball. And Adi Savea gets out from the ruck, chases across the field. Someone made a tackle midfield, and they shifted again. He gets out there, and it's just clinical. Like I can't remember who made the tackle, but a good legs tackle, and the players come to clean out, and he's just side shifted him, and he's passed him, and just got over the top of the ball. Turnover, and he done that relentlessly all night. He's so strong over the ball, turned the ball over.
And his running of the ball is ridiculous as well. Like, he's just everywhere. Literally, I don't know how they have him and Beauden Barrett and still lose like before.
Yeah.
But it's...
I think, like as well, like I think Rico Ioane had a really good game last night. I think he was pretty good.
He got man of the match, eh?
Did he?
I think so.
Well, there you go. I didn't stay up to watch that, but if he did, then he thoroughly deserved it, because carrying the ball, he was strong, and he made a lot of good defensive reads.
Yeah.
But
and that number 13 from the Springboks, I don't know his name.
I don't know.
He is a freak.
He
is unbelievable. He scored a try again, I think.
Yeah.
He is absolutely unbelievable. I think actually might have been someone else. But yeah, so quick, and he just sucks them all in, and then over the top.
Yeah, he's a good player. But I just think like the South Africans used their bench way too early. Like I think they rotated their front 3 before half time.
And All Blacks none.
And All Blacks hadn't used any, and then they rotated, they took their number 8 off and substituted him just after half time, or maybe at half time. And then brought on somebody else. They only had the scrum half left to come with 20 minutes to go. Like it was gonna be a down to the wire, and the All Blacks, the way that they used their bench, they just had more in the tank at the end, and they scored 2 tries to blow it out.
Yeah,
it was a close game, and I thought South Africa were going to get us in the end, but I think just that bit of extra kick in the legs that the All Blacks had, the South Africans are obviously fairly tired. Ellis Park, such a tough place to win at, and there's a stat that came up last night, and South Africa won 14 of the last 17 at Ellis Park, and 2 of those 3 that have lost to the All Blacks, and then they lost again last night. So the All Blacks obviously like playing there, and it was an awesome stadium.
But to win there, and let alone the pressure coming out of the last 3 test matches, like losing 3 straight, to come out and win, I thought that was... to be honest, I was ripping them to shreds all week. I didn't think they were going to win at all. It's like the home of South African rugby, Ellis Park. So for them to win, it really does throw a spanner in the work, and it begs the question, where to now for the All Blacks with their captain and coach? Captain and coaching.
I still think they both need to go.
100% they need to go, but
I don't like Sam Cane. Like he does nothing. Like Adi Savea is the best number 7 that we have.
But and why would you not play him in that position?
But he's a good number 8. But even still, I think Dalton Papali'i is better than Sam Cane.
Yeah, him at 6, Adi at 7.
Hoskins at 8.
That's no question. Sam Cane out, but
I do think they need to go. They don't offer Sam Cane offered nothing last night.
Yeah, and Ian Foster's just choked 3 games straight because of his poor coaching. But I thought they were going to wait for him to lose the game, and then that's him gone. But where do they go now?
I don't think
they'll get rid of him now
because they won 1 game. But
I'm the same. Like, do they keep him? But
they don't keep him, but they're not going to do that. They just won at Ellis Park.
I know.
That's the thing.
You can't sack him Hopefully they do, because they're not going to win the World Cup. They're not even close.
You can sack him, but they're not going to.
I don't know about that. I think last night they took a big step in the right direction. Like that young front row they had with the group, Tokiaho and Toru Lomax. I think they done a bloody good job.
Yeah.
The South African scrum has been dynamite all year. I don't think they've lost one. Like they hadn't lost a scrum in their own feed. And half of their scrums they had 1 penalties off. I think those guys done a really good job last night. At line-out time, we were good again. Whitelock.
So you've just mentioned the scrums and the line-out. Is that a coincidence that they've brought in Scott Robinson's forward coach, and now the forwards are playing well, and they were good at the breakdown too.
They
the
were
forwards.
good at the breakdown. They were strong and carrying the ball.
Again, the forwards have. This is only a second test match as forwards coach.
But to be fair, I think, and we spoke about it in one of the first couple of podcasts we done. The way that the All Blacks were trying to play, how they was shifting further than the first receiver. Yeah. Last night they didn't do that.
Yeah.
They hit the first guy, found their front, quick ball, and they looked really,
off the back
really
of
good.
The forwards.
And Aaron Smith's passing was spoken about it. It's probably the best in the world. He never misses the mark. But when they were getting such quick balls, the South Africans couldn't recover. And I think that's where we play our best rugby, because we have destructive ball runners in the middle of the field, but then also when we shift the ball wide, we have guys like Havili and Rico Ioane who have pace, who take 2 or 3 guys to bring them down, and they can find an offload.
Will Jordan, you give him an inch of space and it's a 70-metre try.
Exactly,
it all starts at the forwards, and 2 weeks in, you got to Razor Robinson's forward coach, and now they're playing like freaks.
Yeah, so like I said, I think they're moving in the right direction. Are they good enough to win the World Cup now? No, but do I think that they will be ready to when the time comes? I think yes.
With Ian Foster.
No, I still think he needs to go.
Yeah.
But the team that they have at the moment...
Yeah, the talent's there for sure. I think Beauden Barrett is the best player in world rugby, but he's just got nothing to work with, that's all.
But like we say, he has nothing to work with, but we put Mwanga in the same situation and he looked class.
He had a different...
The forwards were on.
True.
At the breakdown, they were securing the ball and getting it out quickly.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I mean?
Fair enough, yeah.
So, obviously, to be fair, he did play well, but I think Beauden Barrett, it's hard to shine, as we've spoken about before, it's hard to shine on a losing side, but Beauden Barrett has still played very well in those losing sides. I still think they would have won regardless of... Richie played well, but they would have won regardless of who was in the 10 jersey because of the forwards. And Ian Foster needs to go, right, because he's gone nowhere since 2019. It's the exact same team. He's not innovated at all, so I don't know why he's still around, first of all. New Zealand Rugby, what are we up to? And he's just got nowhere in 4 years. And I think they might have left it too late, with even if they bring in Scott Robinson, or Razor Robbo. I think they're probably bringing him in a bit too late for him to kind of make the changes. To be able to beat France, because France is absolutely unreal. That's going to be a bit of a leg later on in the coming episodes to win the bloody World Cup, because they're freaks. They won 11 straight now. Best in the world, but All Blacks got no chance. Maybe if Scott Robinson comes in, but could be too little too late, so to speak. So that's where we'll leave the All Blacks. That was a light scratch. It was supposed to be. Are we going on to the relay, or have you got anything else for us?
Oh, actually, I want to touch on Penrith.
Penrith?
And this is...
The Penrith Panthers.
Where do we see them... How do we see them finishing the year? Because...
When's Cleary back?
You got to think...
Week
Cleary comes back week 1 of finals. So does Luai.
The first game of the finals?
Yeah. So does
Have they secured their spot?
Yeah,
they'll be in the finals, but...
They will be?
I think they've secured top 4, but...
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna ask the same thing. I said early predictions grand final. What do you? But you asked the question. Where do you think they end up?
Well, we can go early predictions on grand final. I just wanted to know where you guys think
Penrith
end up.
I haven't been. Are they not looking good?
Well, they lost. They got
thumped by Parramatta without Cleary got obviously sent off.
Then they lose.
Oh yeah.
They lose 16-0 to Melbourne.
When was that?
On the weekend.
Just gone.
Obviously without Fisher Harris on the weekend, Cleary, Luai, Dylan Edwards, Taylor May, they're starting to get a few injuries back end.
Are they season-ending ones though?
They're not, but
Will they be back for finals though?
potentially. I don't actually know
What
when
did
they are
Dylan
back.
Edwards do?
I don't know. I haven't heard, but like going into a final series,
You
I
need
understand you want to have your players rested and ready to go.
But
But
you
do
gotta-
you want all of them coming back in the same week one?
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah.
Like I know they're going to get a second chance, but it just doesn't give me.
It's
like,
not
it doesn't
looking
give
good.
me. Yeah, it doesn't look good for
They
Penrith.
haven't
going-
got the
reckon-
ball rolling heading into the finals.
So for my early prediction, I've put Panthers Rabbits rematch. I
You
reckon.
think it's a
I reckon.
Panthers
I
rematch?
reckon they get a rematch, but I don't think. I think it'll be like last year. I think Penrith will. Obviously, they'll lose week 1, which is the same as last year, but they'll go into week 2, probably beat who they verse, go in the preliminary. It really depends there, but I think they
Can
probably
you
get
bring
it.
up the table at the moment?
Oh
Can you bring up the table? Just quickly?
It's Panthers, Cowboys, Sharks.
Yeah, but
Storm.
where they'll sit with it. I know where they are, but like, what's the points in that? Because it could change before the end of the year, and that could mean that your prediction
was wrong.
could be wrong. They may knock each other out.
Wait, what prediction? The grand final?
Yeah.
What's your prediction?
Panthers Rabbits rematch.
Panthers Rabbits. Jesus Christ. So no Storm. They don't make it. They don't make the cut.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, they're actually a bit of a honker at the moment, aren't they?
Melbourne.
I know Rabbits is. Yeah.
There's that table. So
So
we
they're
got
fifth.
we got Panthers, Cowboys, Sharks, Storm, Rabbitohs, Broncos, Eels, Roosters.
Rabbits could jump in next week to the top 4.
Yeah, so could Warriors. I think.
And where do like how many points are? What's the top 4 points?
38, 32, 32, and 30. So that's the
And then the
Two-
bottom
And
four.
then bottom 3. Bottom 4. 5, 6, 7 on 28 and 8 on 26.
So 4's on 30,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 are on 28,
Yeah,
and the Roosters are on what?
26.
Yeah, it could change. Like I know there's a tough couple of some teams have a tough couple of weeks coming
Yeah,
up.
like Rabbitohs have. I think it's Penrith.
But at the moment
Cowboys
they are
and-
the
Cowboys and Storm.
I think
yeah
so.
yeah it is. That's who the Rabbitohs play.
And then Broncos, knowing the Broncos, they probably
I
got
think
a
is it
season
I think
run.
it's Penrith next week, isn't it?
Yeah,
For the Rabbit, I think Rabbitohs will towel them up next week.
I think the Bunnies are the most informed team in the comp right now.
I that's why I reckon that's the rematch, but I definitely think Rabbits get in to the grand final. And I think they probably win this year.
The other team, I think Penrith will go close. The other team that are starting to play some really good footy and you don't want to come up against in the finals, it's the Roosters.
Yeah,
What are they? Were they 8th?
they're eighth,
Like-
but they're coming up. They're playing awesome right now.
Off the back of who? Is that old Teddy stepping up?
I think they're just all
As a
finding
team,
form.
yeah. Like
They're all playing well.
And old Joe Duck.
But yeah, I think.
I don't know. I think at the start, after the first couple of weeks, I had Penrith Cowboys. I think that's what I had for the grand
Grand
final.
final.
Now I'm not so sure. I think the Bunnies.
The Bunnies, since the Trump.
It depends who plays who, because if Penrith play the likes of Parramatta in a knockout game,
they're gonna lose.
it could throw a real spanner in the works. The Parramatta have beaten them both times they played them this year. It's going to be interesting because
Screamer.
It's gonna be a good final series for sure.
Cowboys Rabbitohs grand final. Screamer. That's my little take there. That's a little hot take.
What do you think?
Panthers, Storm don't make it. Get out.
It'll be good to see someone else in there.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rabbits were in there last year, but
But I'm just sick of seeing. I do not want Storm to be in the grand final for the millionth time in the last 20 years. It's pathetic. I'm sick of it.
the Storms.
Yeah, both of them. Not
Both
just the one Storm.
Is that?
For the
Is that all you
NRL,
got?
that's our lazy scratch on
I've
the
got.
NRL.
I've got one thing here.
yeah,
On the NRL.
I just seen. Yeah, I've chucked it in my notes. There's a Warriors fan that was. He sat under the coach's box for 16 years.
yeah, I've seen
And
this.
he's been banned from the stadium for doing a shoey.
Pathetic. Who's he hurting?
Like what?
Who was he hurting?
It wasn't even an NRL based punishment. It was from
The stadium or the Warriors?
I don't know.
Probably the stadium.
That's a joke because
that's
I've seen
so
that.
bad.
I've seen that too. He wasn't violent. He wasn't loud.
He was just
If anything, was contributing to the atmosphere.
He's probably supported that. Well, he said he sat on there for 16 years.
16 years.
The man hasn't been happy once. They win 42-18, he does a shoey and he gets banned for life.
Banned for life is crazy. Think about that.
Like, he was doing nothing too.
That's the crazy part. Like,
he didn't assault anyone. Nothing.
Whoever dealt out this punishment, you're pathetic.
Pathetic joke. Because would that not be the same punishment if he ripped all his clothes off and sprinted on the field and tackled like a security guard or something?
Yeah.
That would be the same, right?
He's just building the atmosphere for the fans. He's a true fan.
For
He's
life
drunk the alcohol.
16
He drank
years.
alcohol that he paid for out of his own shoe into his own
His
mouth
property.
and didn't pour it on no one, and he got banned.
Oh my god! For life though.
Joke.
That's pathetic.
Absolute joke.
New Zealand Warriors, have a look at yourself. Seriously, that's a
And it's not like the Warriors are pathetic on the field and now off.
Yep.
It's an absolute joke. And
we're about to give them. To be fair, we weren't going to talk about them. We were going to give them their flowers
for getting a win, but now that's just overshadowed the win.
Yeah.
Because
forget the win.
What was I going to say? The Warriors, as you said, have not given this man anything to cheer about for the last 16 years. Nothing.
And he's still stayed loyal, and then you repay him like this.
Literally, he's been loyal. He's pulled up to a game, and he's got the win. Banned for life, though. Sorry, get out. You haven't been able to watch a game at home for like 3 years, but now you can.
Also that.
But now you can, but now we're going to ban you, so sorry.
Why are you banning me? I was just drinking alcohol. I bought it. Nah.
I paid for it out of my shoe that
get out.
That's my property.
Get out.
That's
a pathetic joke. New Zealand Warriors, you're a joke. I'll probably put this on TikTok. New Zealand Warriors, you're a joke. Pathetic. And is that the last scratch on the NRL?
I just want Alex Johnson easily 5th by the end of the year.
I reckon if he keeps playing,
he's two tries behind. Was it 7th place?
Something like that.
Yeah, behind 7th place and 100. He's got 163. Then 6th place is 164, and Andrew Eddinghausen on 5th has 165.
So he's 4th by the end of it.
I reckon so. Yeah.
How many years till he gets it?
I don't know if you remember, but a few years back I said if anyone's going to get close to Ken Irvine's record, it's going to be Alex Johnson.
Yeah.
Surely
I've
he
called
can
it
get
a few years out.
Yeah.
That's a huge call.
That is a screamer. You can back me on that. Like,
yeah.
I've come in after he scored I think it might have been 100.
His 100th try.
Something close to that. And I looked at his games. Like,
you've done the maths there.
Like, I played against him and he was a freak.
What, in the 20s?
Queensland Day.
Schoolboys,
yeah.
Yeah,
like, he was
that
a freak
of a team.
But, like, he does, and you look at his tries, he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but he is actually a freak.
But he is a freak.
He doesn't look like it. He looks like an average bloke like this.
Nah, he is a good football player. He was playing fullback back when I played.
For New South Wales or Queensland?
For New South Wales. Yeah, he was insane. But like to see what he's doing now, like you could put anyone on that left wing for the Rabbitohs, and
you'd score most of them.
Yeah, like
if you chuck Coach on the wing, he'd probably double that. But
to be honest, like you could go through his 100 and how many tries he got? 160 something.
161.
Go through his 161 tries, and I reckon probably about 140 of them he hasn't been touched.
Yeah, just
that's it. He just falling over the line. Yeah,
he just catches and runs.
Like it's like he'll end up being and he'll end up being number one.
Yeah, for sure.
And he'll get the record, but the guys that are inside him that have created that, like,
raps,
they deserve.
Who's he had over his time? Like
Reynolds
Walker, most of the time.
Reynolds and Walker, Inglis,
Keary,
now Mitchell,
Inglis,
Keary as well.
Bit. Like, but the Bunnies have always run the same shape.
Yeah,
and it.
Always
no one it always works because they run it so well. And a coach I had back in my 20s.
Not me, by the way.
Yeah, not coach.
So you're not talking about him. I thought you were talking about him.
No,
I could see you were
a different coach.
A different coach, yeah. He said to us, we ran the shape, and I was thinking, why this?
Well, the same as the Rabbitohs.
Oh, similar.
Yeah.
It was just block shapes.
Yeah.
But I was like, why are we just running a block? Like, how are we gonna score tries if we're just running block plays? And it wasn't until we actually started playing, and he kept it so simple. And we played a few games, and he said, I don't care. Like, we're not running any other moves other than this because it gets boring, right?
Yeah.
But it gets boring doing it at training. But when you get out on the field and you're scoring off every second or third set because of this play, like what he said is everyone knows what's coming, but you still have to defend it. And we ran it that well that no one could stop it.
Was that Burley?
It was Burley, and we ended up breaking
You broke the record that year, didn't you?
We lost two games all season.
Oh my
through
God.
to the grand final.
When the
Points scored.
the grand final?
Yeah.
They scored over 1,000 points.
Scored over 1,000 points. We broke the record.
Jesus Christ! Who's his coach?
His name's Daryl Fisher.
Daryl Fisher. Where's he now?
He actually just coached South Africa in the rugby league. I'm pretty sure he's still coaching them, but
Yeah.
I'm coaching South Africa in the rugby league. Awesome coach. Kept it so simple. Obviously had players coming in and out of higher
Grades.
grades.
Yeah,
So to keep it as simple as he did, the game plan I still like. when
Best
I think
coach you ever
about
had, or what?
it, I'd have to say, yeah, he would be.
Daryl
I only had
Fisher.
him for a year,
Yeah.
but like the stuff, like incredible the way that he got his message across. But then, like it doesn't like when I think back about it, it wasn't a game plan like you would have watched. It wasn't a game plan where we were just like running all these crazy
Set
moves
pieces and
it was literally like his three goals was like complete your set, stop and then defend, stop them from getting out of their 50, and you'll score on the next set. And it was so simple
every time.
And literally like
It
I
worked.
think the closest we got, like obviously the couple of games that we lost.
But those were
they were
close
still
games
close
still.
games. Yeah.
Like they only just lost.
There was a game where we played Redcliffe against
Oh my God.
against Leachy, and we almost lost that too. But obviously the good teams defend quite well, and it was tough to beat them. But I think like Wynnum and Redcliffe that year when we played them,
who'd you have in the grand final?
we had Wynnum.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. I think it ended up being like 26-12 or something.
So it's still quite a convincing win.
But like the other teams that were playing, just
Honked.
they got smoked.
That's where the 1,000 points came from.
That's where these 70, 80 point.
Yeah.
What was the highest scoring game you've had that year? Trip dig?
Nah, I think we beat Ipswich by 70.
So just a few 60s and 70s.
Yeah, Toowoomba got smoked.
80 to 10 or what?
I don't know. You might be able to bring it up on
Yeah.
and have a look, but maybe something for after the potty.
Yeah, it might be take a bit of digging into the old
Yeah,
archives.
into the old archives, but yeah,
That was an unreal season to watch because it wasn't even like they weren't even not special plays obviously like Skip said, but just watching watching them not be able to defend something so simple was unreal. Like
we might have to dig into the archives, pull a few highlights out from that season if there's any.
I think I might have some. I think we might have some on the computer at home. Dad will have some.
We might have to throw those in next episode. We're going to get some editing happening. Might have to throw them in there. Bit of a treat for the viewers, so to speak.
yeah.
We'll throw in the old highlight. We played. I was talking about like we played Redcliffe and Sam like Leachy was playing, and he made me look like a fool. Like
He did.
yeah, so like we're playing and we were like I'd scored in the first half. It was a close game. They were really on top, and they made a break off the scrum. Ended up making a tackle. Like I chased the guy down, made the tackle, and Leachy went to dummy half, and like there was like 5 meters down the short side, and obviously I'm at marker, and I thought
He's going to sneak down here.
no, I thought he's going open,
And
and he's gone, and he's picked up the ball from dummy half, and he's gone like that, and then just took off down the short side, and I've gone that way, and he's just booming down the sideline and scored a try. Like it was like.
Oh, he scored off it.
He scored off
it. Oh my god.
And like I'm there, and obviously
Skip's
like
being pumped.
I've been I've made look like a fool. Look
It's
like
even
a
worse
fool.
'cause he's
But you
your
know the
mate
worst
too.
thing is my mate, and I'm trying not to laugh because I've just been schooled.
Oh my god. And
And-
is it like and that's like a kind of a matchup of the season kind of thing too?
Yeah, and it was tight.
It
Like,
was the
I think we
closest
only
game.
won. I kicked the penalty goal. I think with 5 minutes or something to go to
And
take
that was
the lead
the
to win.
winning.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
like,
God. You've been smoked by the best mate, and you
Yeah.
gotta try to act like.
and I was trying not to laugh too. So I was like, "Oh, you fool, bro!" You made me
Oh
look
my
so
god,
dumb.
you dog.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Shout
shout out.
Shout out to Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might have
well,
to clip
we-
this and just send it through there. But
yeah. Might have to find the old highlight of that because
it's on film somewhere.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we'll do a flashback and then chuck the old highlight in there.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, no, that game, they were up a fair bit.
Yeah, you came
And a
back.
comeback.
And they put on, I don't know if you ever knew him, but he played at Bribey. His name was Trent Smith.
No. What, freak or what?
Leachy or no, Leachy would be watching this and he'd be laughing because he knows exactly what happened to Trent Smith that day.
Why did he get smoked?
He came on and, like, to be fair, I was quite sad to the kid. I just targeted him, mate. Everything, sent it at him, and we ended up scoring like 3 tries in 5 minutes.
But hey, that's
It's a
funny,
game,
that's
it's a
rugby league.
game, and he got the old hook.
Oh,
You're off, brother.
Yeah, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. That's
That's
an old saying.
Yeah.
That's
So we'll
cheesy sayings.
have to find the highlights there because, yeah, like,
Yeah,
it
we
was
might
a-
have to break down a few of the old games. Just a bit of a 3-cap reacts.
Yeah.
New
Facts,
new
new channel.
new segment, new channel coming soon. 3-cap reacts. But yeah, it's a bit of a loves a bit of a story. I love a bit of a story. I was
Yeah.
got quite lost in his eyes there.
Yeah.
I just love hearing him talk. This guy.
got lost.
But yeah, is that? Well, see, we've gone on a bit of a tangent now. Is that the
We got-
last scratch or what?
Yeah, that's the last scratch.
Last little-
I just wanna-
We'll hit the relay or.
Yeah, I just want to know what you guys think because obviously there's a lot of talk these days around who's the fastest man in the NRL.
Who is the fastest man in the NRL?
And I think
Josh Addo-Carr.
you think.
Yes.
I think he's
100%.
slowed down a little bit.
You're getting a bit old, is he?
No,
Not
I think
old, I just think
he's
he's put on a little
weight.
bit of a-
But
weight.
like to obviously he was only skinny as when he came into the league.
Yeah.
Who is your fastest man in the NRL?
Jason Saab.
Who's your fastest man?
What's up?
And I don't think I think over 100 metres he'll
Burn
beat
him.
anyone, yeah. But I obviously had a bit of an idea on who would be the fastest team. Over obviously when I brought this up, the Commonwealth Games were on. I was watching the relays,
Yeah.
and I thought, why not
Who's got the 3
Who's
fastest
got
players?
four by 100? Who would be the quickest 4 by 100 team in the NRL? Do you think? Like obviously. You haven't done too much.
Haven't done my homework.
preparation.
I will be getting kicked out of the chair next week. Anyway, that's a bit of a surprise.
But like obviously for you, we spoke about it, and you've gone through and had a look. Who,
and what was there rules? You have to have 2 forwards.
Nah. Forget the
Just
two forwards.
4
Just your
fastest.
four fastest people in your team. Who would come third? Who would come second? And who would come first?
Third, I've got the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Who's
do you
there?
want, do you want the
Yeah.
team?
Who's
I want
there
who would
for?
be in there?
Who'd be in the team? I've got Ruben Cotter,
Ooh.
Hamiso Tabuai Fido,
Yeah.
Val,
Yeah.
and Jeremiah Nana.
Ooh, and they're
Yeah.
coming third.
Yep. They're pretty quick. But I've also got an honorary mention here for the Raiders.
Even okay.
Savage, Whiten, Starling, and Chance.
Who's your
Chance
second?
isn't fast. I'd have
Is he not?
Timoko over.
Oh, is he faster? I wasn't sure
100%.
I wasn't sure out of the two. Or
Yeah.
even Seb Chris.
Nah, Timoko would be faster.
But
than
Storm
Chance.
Storm is a second
Yeah.
with Coates, Remus Smith, Paps, and Meany.
Yeah. I had them in second too.
And then first we got Manly with Saab, Kohler, Garrick, and Trbojevic.
Oh, Ruben Hattrick.
I had them first too, but my third's a little bit different to yours, and I
Who's
think
your
my both of my thirds would blow yours out of the water.
I wasn't
Who's your
sure.
third?
So I had two, but I can't split them, and
What
I
do you
had
mean you had 2/3?
two
Oh,
thirds, and the team that I think these guys would probably come fourth, but the Titans.
See, I was looking at them, but I don't know who would be in their team apart from AJ and I think it was Sami.
So I'd have Brimson, Sami, Jaden Campbell,
Is he
and
quick?
Jojo Fafita.
Yeah, see, I haven't watched much of the competition, so I didn't really know if that guy was fast or not. That's
And then
why.
the team that I had actually coming third would be the Bulldogs.
Who though? Who in there apart from Addo-Carr?
Burton, Dufty, Averillo, and Carr.
Dufty's not in there anymore.
Not now. He's still signed with them. He's only just left.
Where's he off to?
Super League.
Oh, that's why I didn't put him in there. Because he was in it. I didn't realise.
But I even think like someone like Ockenbaugh would beat.
Oh,
I think he would be good, like if they do like some sort of NRL at like high schools kind of thing.
yeah, that would be mean.
Just
like,
to promote the game in like high schools. I reckon
Yeah.
Ockenbaugh should they should get him doing some runs.
NRL development and stuff like that.
Yeah, like a clinic, like a little clinic
And
at,
like-
at high schools and shit like that. Like,
Yeah, and if he had to take a partner,
it'd be.
how do we or not?
I was gonna say it'd be hard to look past Corey. I
Yeah.
don't know. He's just a
Kodaks.
name that comes to mind when it comes to NRL clinics.
Yeah,
So,
so to speak.
yeah. Anyway,
Anywho,
just injecting the youth, so to speak.
but yeah, I do think I had the Seagulls coming first, but I don't know. The more I think about it, the more
You think Storm?
the Storm. I think the Storm would be like Trbojevic is fast over 100 meters. Is he
But
still
he's
going to
not.
be?
Yeah, he's
Ruben Garrick, is he really is he that fast?
Yeah, he's a bit
like
of
when
a
you put him
forward
up
line.
against
like
Pappenhausen,
Remus is fast.
Remus Smith, Nick Meaney, and Xavier Coe. So those are
Those are
guys.
twin
combined.
guys.
I do think
Yeah,
Melbourne
true.
would probably go close to.
The,
It's a
the
close-
subs
it's a close
smoke
first
his
second.
leg.
But that's what I mean. Like it would have to go Trbojevic, Garrick, Kohler, and Saab. Like Kohler and Saab, the finish would be insane because they both can run 10 seconds.
Like Kohler did the 100 meters, didn't
Yeah,
he? He actually competed in it.
Like even the Sharks, Shona
Sharks
Katoa, Mulitalo, Will Kennedy, and Jesse Ramey, and like
Oh, I forgot about Raymond.
Like,
Yeah,
they would.
Raymarks.
The Warriors would honk.
Now
Absolutely
Sean
honk.
Johnson,
Dallin.
Sean
I think-
Dallin alone. Like you start. That's the start and finish.
And then you just chuck in Kosi and
Anyone. They get Stacey Jones,
You
they
and
win it.
Aiken.
The team that I thought would these guys might actually go close to Parramatta, but they've got one leg that I just don't think.
Yeah, because they got Dylan Brown's quick.
Mitch Moses,
Mitch Moses.
Wonga Blake.
Yeah, I had those three, but I didn't. I had
And the
number
last
four.
one I had Hayes Perriman, Bailey Simonson. Like, who are they going to
Bailey even fast.
Ew.
How fast is Siva? He's not that fast, is he?
Sevo honks.
Micah Sevo.
Micah Sevo
Sevo.
honks.
He's a honko.
Yeah.
Micah honko.
Yeah. No, but I just want to get your opinion on it.
So just a bit of a three cap. Who's the fastest? 4. Because you were a
I think
bit
Melbourne.
wishy-washy.
I'll go Melbourne.
Melbourne,
I think Melbourne win.
and yours was
Manly.
Manly.
Right.
3 cap multi for this week. Have we got our legs?
We do.
I do. I've chucked it in. They'll phone us.
Yeah.
Phone us.
Just get your thing up. Add my. So what's your leg first?
I'll go last because it's a bit of a
All
fun.
right. What's your leg?
He had
Molly, I didn't really like anything in the NRL. I had a look at the AFL, and I've steered clear of that. Just a bit iffy.
The record.
We have. Hey, come on, give me the flowers. Give me the flowers.
I don't have notes from last week.
Was that me? I think I put it in mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. So we had
Last week.
we've had a bit of a honker. So he had Jeremy Marshall King anytime as a tribute.
Tribute to Matty Luck.
To
that
Matty
was
Luck.
a bit of a shout out there.
That didn't come through.
Thanks a lot, Matty.
I had Jason Tamalolo anytime. That didn't come through.
Honker.
And then to just cap it off, we've got Skip here, who's come out with an absolute thrumper. Essendon to win, and he's coming
Coming off
with
a
it.
2 week loss.
2 week loss, and he's pulled away.
Yeah,
So-
he's finally got one on the board after 2 long weeks, a bit Ian Foster-esque. But this week, what's your leg?
I've gone with the soccer, so
EPL.
the EPL, and I've gone with Tottenham to beat Chelsea.
Tottenham to beat Chelsea. I've gone with Jaden Campbell anytime.
I've got a bit of.
You need to add these. So just
I've
go
added
with
them.
Oh, you have? Or,
Yeah, they're already here.
So was it
Tottenham.
Tottenham
Oh, Toddy.
Tottenham.
To beat.
Who we
to beat
think?
Chelsea.
What we think of Tottenham?
That's that chance coming
That
next
chance
week.
coming.
Sorry, next year at the Dolphins. What do you
Yeah.
think of Broncos?
Honkos.
Yeah, and what was your one?
So I've come in with my steamer.
Steamer of a leg.
I got the Dodgers to beat the Kansas City Royals in the first inning. That's the first inning result. So they got to be up after the first inning.
For our first innings.
First inning, yeah.
And how much is that paying?
$25.
Oh my
58.
god. That's some absolute odds right there. Value in the market.
I'll put that on.
Have you chucked it on or
I'll put it
after?
on after.
So we've gone across 3 sports. That just goes to show you the diversity
The diversity.
of the podcast. We really can cover anything. And especially like we haven't really covered the EPL. I've got a bit of a surprise for the boys.
Oh well.
I've made a few phone calls. We could have a special guest next week.
And let me just have
Special
one guess.
We could have a special guest on the show.
Are we
next
talking
week.
about Premier League? I think I know the guy.
The
Or the
very
one-
first special guest on the 3 Cap podcast.
Can I have a guess at who I think it is?
I think I know as well.
Yeah, you can have a guess.
Is it the one and only Lachlan Kiernan?
Lachlan Kennedy
Oh,
will
we-
be here live next week. I've
Live
made
and
the call.
direct.
I've had a chat to his management
I
team.
might tear up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Honestly.
Let's just say it's cost us a lot of money. That's our budget for,
Yeah, well,
for the year.
For the week.
But we've secured him a spot on the desk on the panel
What a
next week.
guest.
Yeah.
Wowee.
That's a bit of a surprise. I didn't tell the boys beforehand.
That's dropped the real bomb. in
Yeah,
the
that's a
works.
bombshell. And we'll finish off Coachie's feel-good moment. First of all, we feel good about the special guest, so we can't wait for you, buddy.
Honestly.
Yeah, my
That's
heart's
my
pumping.
feel-good moment
Yeah.
right now.
But finish off with the feel-good moment.
So, I've got 3 here, but I lead into some fun facts for you. So,
Oh my god. Coachie's
so
fun
the
facts.
first feel-good bit of it's a mixture. Brentford beat Man U last night 4-0, and it beat a 100-year record. Man U haven't lost in over 100 years. They haven't lost the first 2 games of the season.
But they've lost back to
Over
back,
100.
just now back to back.
Yeah, so they've
Oh,
lost that
Let
back
me
to
tell
back.
you, I watched till half time of that, and it was 4-0 then, and they honked.
What, Man U?
Manchester
Pathetic.
United, you honk.
Yeah.
Put me at striker, I'll do a better job.
Yeah.
My guys, the Dodgers, are moving towards franchise history. So their longest winning streak in a season overall in their whole franchise history, obviously, is 15 straight.
15 straight
And
games.
they just got their 12th win today.
Wow. I don't want the commentator's curse, so to speak.
Yeah,
We don't want
I
to.
think I might have.
So,
Think of,
So
if you're a sports bettor out there, get on whoever the Dodgers
Yeah,
play
Dodgers
next
are
week
losing
because,
next week.
I tell you what,
next week, tomorrow,
Coaching.
mate.
Coach's
Coach's-
curse.
It's
tomorrow.
Coach's curse. He's put it on.
you can't.
But-
you just coach his
I
curse.
don't. I have not though. That's the thing. And in those 12 games, they've scored what was it, 91 runs
An average of what?
over 12 games. So it's about
Average of
7.
7.5 runs a game.
Yeah,
On.
on.
But, coach's curse.
And I'm finishing on Honka that leads into a little bit of a curse factor. So Fernando Tatis Jr.
Who's
he
the Dodger?
honks. No, he's in the Padres. He's in Skip's team.
Yeah. He's doing
San
it.
Diego.
He's just been done. So he didn't play this. He hasn't played this
yeah.
whole season because
Yes.
he had a fractured wrist.
Yep.
And now he's been done for PEDs.
Nice. Bit of a Michael Jennings esque.
So he's out for 80 games now. But that leads me onto a little bit of a curse that I've read about. It's called the MLB Dairy Queen curse. I know you like a bit of a Dairy Queen.
Yep.
So they picked at the start of the season, the Dairy Queen franchise picked 4 MLB superstars to promote their brand.
All 4 of them.
And Bryce Harper, who's the first one, he's been out since the middle of June with a broken thumb, and they don't know when he's going to be back. Then you got Tim Anderson. He has a broken thumb. He's out for 7 to 8 weeks. Obviously Fernando, what I've just told you
80
about.
games,
And
cheater.
then, unfortunately, my guy Cody Bellinger.
Oh,
He's been
my
having
God.
his worst offensive season to date.
Oh my god. And
And he won MVP in like 2019. So
will that play into Coach's curse next game or what?
nah, he actually had a good game today,
Okay.
but still he's had the worst
Season of his
Season
career,
of his
so to
career,
speak.
pretty
Well,
much.
let's just say it's not looking good for the Dodgers next game.
It's been
It's
great
not looking good at
actually.
all.
We got
Yeah.
I might jump on that. I might actually change my leg up.
we got Clay Thompson's brother Trace, so we're sweet.
Tracy,
you know?
yeah, bonus leg.
We've got
Little bonus leg when I'm going to put this on. Dodgers to lose. That'll kind of contradict the...
we got the 2 best hitters in the game. We've literally got to reach base. Second, so Trey, he's got like 141 on base this year, so hits. He's got 141 hits in like 100 games.
Yeah.
And Freddie, the top one, is like 150.
Fredder. And my cousin, Curry. He's on
Yeah,
there.
Curry,
he's
I
my cousin.
know him.
Yeah, I know. I know
On
you
Kodak.
know. You know I know you
Kodak
know.
Kerr. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the episode for this week, is it?
Yeah.
We're wrapping that
Wrap
up. Bit of a few
Yeah.
tangents there. Loves a story from Skippy. It's good to have Skippy back. Special guest next week. We're really
I
excited
cannot
here.
wait. I'm
Yeah.
about to rip in.
He's going to be right here on the panel with us. But yeah, that's the episode for this week. We'll see you next week with the special guest. Stay tuned.